Thank you. Now on Bounce, if you want to keep your immune system strong, a local doctor says you should consider natural remedies for cold and flu season. I want to welcome Dr. Dave Hamilton from Of the Earth Wellness. He is a naturopathic physician. Thank you for being here.
Thanks, Brigitte. It's a pleasure to be here.
So let's dive right in. How do herbs protect you from colds and flu?
So herbs are wonderful adjuncts to our health. And so what I often will do is mix different herbs together for different patients, depending on what's going on. So some can boost the immune system, some are antiviral, antibacterial, or even some antifungal, and some have a combination effect.
Okay. Well, let's talk about the importance of vitamin D.
Sure. So vitamin D is more than just keeping our bones strong. It's also good for mood support. It's also great for keeping our immune system upbeat and working well, and kind of also helping with digestion and things like that too.
What about the role that vitamin A plays in our immune system?
So vitamin A is one of those tricky vitamins that is fat soluble, and so if you do too much, it can be dangerous. But under regulation and under certain guidance, you can use high doses of it to help with fighting off colds and flus, especially viral, and it's a wonderful antiviral. It also helps with mucosal lining, so if you have like that snotty nose or that kind of upset stomach, it really is real helpful at kind of soothing that a little bit.
I feel like this is a no-brainer, but talk briefly about vitamin C.
So everyone's familiar with vitamin C.
Yeah.
Oranges, orange juice, all that stuff. But vitamin C is a wonderful antioxidant. It's pretty inexpensive. You can get it from rose hips, different vegetables, fruits, and even, of course, if you don't want to do that, you can certainly take a capsule or something like that.
Okay, what about magnesium?
So magnesium is one of those forgotten about electrolytes. It's super important. It helps your calcium absorb better, helps other nutrients absorb better, and it also helps relax you and helps with antispasmodics. If you've got a cough that's really kind of hacking and bad, it will help kind of soothe and calm that and also help you get to sleep.
Okay, let's talk about some of what you brought.
So what I have here, this is actually our farm-grown turmeric. This is a tincture extract, and this herb has been ground up and put into organic sugarcane alcohol and water. And we use that, we'll strain this off and use that in some of our products and medicine. But turmeric's wonderful for inflammation, an antioxidant, and a number of different things.
Okay.
I have some vitamin C that I typically use in my office.
Okay.
And it also has quercetin, which is found in the rinds of fruits and vegetables. And it helps vitamin C work more potently. Okay,
and what else do we have here?
So these are some of the herbal products I often will recommend for grab and go. So we have a cold and flu formula, an immunity building formula, and a stress or adrenal formula to kind of help your bodies cope with different things during the holiday season, or if you're dealing with a kindergarten teacher dealing with a bunch of kids or things like that, or someone who just wants to keep themselves healthy and not have to worry about it on a daily dosing.
It smells really good over here. And then it's like you have some...
So these are just some little things that I brought. This is actually poke root. So most of you guys, if you're familiar with poke salad or something like that, it's a traditional dish.
Okay.
But I use the root of this to help with swelling and inflammation. And we'll use it in salves or in tincture to help with kind of moving lymph and blood. So if you have like swollen glands or lymph nodes in your throat, just like, I can't do it, it really is helpful for that.
Okay.
Usnea. This looks kind of creepy. I kind of brought it because it was fun.
Right.
But usnea is great for respiratory infections, so it kind of helps soothe and calm them. And this grows on the barks of trees, and there's several different species of them.
Okay.
And of course, most people are familiar with echinacea. And most likely you use the root of echinacea, but you can also use the tops and leaves of them to make tea and to kind of boost the immune system kind of as intervention throughout the season.
I started taking my echinacea. I do it every day because I just feel like, it helps keep that immunity, the levels up.
Yeah. Excellent.
I also wanted to talk about bone broth and immunity.
So bone broth. But there's a difference between bone broth and stock. So the difference is how long you cook it.
Okay.
So bone broth is you cook it for 48 to 72 hours, almost to the point where the bones kind of disintegrate into solution. And so what it's doing when you cook it at that temperature, it brings all the minerals out of the bones and cartilage and makes it to a digestible form.
What kind of bone?
So you can use beef, you can use chicken, you can use rabbit, you name it.
Okay, I see. And what do we have here?
So this is actually dried elderberries. And so what we'll do with those elderberries is either make tea out of it. We'll also make elderberry syrup, which is a delightful way to get your immune system working.
What's that good for?
So it's good for antiviral infections, bacterial infections. It's good for just overall stimulating the immune system. I generally start taking it on November 1st through about March 1st to kind of just kind of keep me up, because if I'm sick, I can't help other people.
That is true. You also have a medical practice based on your farm, Wish We Had Acres.
Yeah. So my wife and I started this farm when we were living in Phoenix, and we have several goats. We raise herbs and kind of offer classes to the community. And it kind of started as kind of a backyard homesteading thing, and now it's become more of a community resource.
Okay.
And we just had a class this weekend on tinctures and salves and how to make medicine yourself.
So
and we
do
grow
offer
a lot
classes.
of these as well. Yeah.
Okay. Before you go, I want you to talk about the flu vaccine, because health, professionals, many health professionals say that that's the way to go. Get a flu shot. What do you say?
So, I'm a moderate person. So if you want to get the flu shot, by all means, you can grab the flu shot. But there are better ways to improve the immune system, and the flu vaccine is only going to be good for the flu viruses that are what they think are going to be a problem this year. So if you have immune compromisation or something like that, sure, go for it. But if you're generally healthy, why put yourself through a big stick and a sore shoulder and things like that when you can do other things to boost your immune system?
Other things, meaning a lot of the stuff that we
so
talked about here
herbals
tonight.
and things like that. And you can also avoid some of the toxic chemicals that they use to preserve the vaccines as well.
Okay. You can learn more about Dr. Dave by logging on to oftheearthwellness.com. You see it right there on your screen, along with the phone number 980-272-1897. He also has a website for his farm, wishwehadacres.com. And of course, we have put all of this information on WBTV.com in the Web Extra section right there on the homepage. Anything else you want to add, Dr. Dave?
Happy Halloween. Be safe, have fun, and eat lots of candy.
Oh, okay. It's not what you normally hear from a doctor, but thank you, Dr. Dave. We appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thanks, Brigida.
Delano?